What's up everybody, welcome back to Two Guys One Anime. My name is the Holy Apple and we are going to be carrying on with Final Fantasy XVI today. So just to summarise the previous part, we basically went to Rosfield and dealt with Titan, or Kupka, whatever you want to call him. And he was tough to be honest. I had to use quite a few potions to beat him. I'm not going to be stingy or using the potions anymore. And effectively, he just stayed in the semi-prime mode. He didn't actually go into proper Titan mode. He got taken away after we cut his hands off, so I imagine he's going to get his hands back, because that's just how I see this playing out. I'll be very confused if he just stays with Stubbs, but that's not the point. So we're going to carry it on, because in the previous part as well, Torgal kind of evolved in, I can only imagine what is like a Pokemon evolution. He basically became a lightning wolf, so I'm curious to see where that goes. I want to say it's Beowulf, but again, I think that is from Devil May Cry, not actually Final Fantasy. It's never appeared in the Final Fantasy, as far as I'm aware. I think it might have appeared as an enemy one time, but never really as an icon / summon or transformation for that matter. But either way, we've got other things to do. We have hunts to look at as well, because it looks like there is some new ones. So let's have a quick glance over at what we've got. We only have one new one, which is Muddy Murder. Okay. So, rumour has it spread a pool of opulence. Oh, we do need to hunt that. That is going to be a slime, and it gives us an item to craft another purple with the smith. So, we definitely want to be doing that. But before I do that, we will actually carry on with the main story. Well, trying to quotation marks, but my hands are just out of camera range, so we'll see what he has to say.
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Oh, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent owls out to the Cursebreakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air? Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
The storeroom, was it?
Well, it seems like we found a troublemaker of the group. But yeah, Mid is actually another name that I recognise from Final Fantasy VII. I'm pretty sure Sid, it was actually like... Alongside Sid, there was someone called Mid. Can't remember exactly what capacity, but it was there.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
You're already a handful, you've only just shown up. So,
Where to start?
I'm fine with this, provided she doesn't resurrect the airship. Because, my god, that's going to be a scare for everybody if she does that. So I'm like willing to like bet that half the people on here don't know this is an airship when it blatantly is. But you never know. Crazier things have happened. Shop lady, what have you got for me?
Was wondering where you got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
Well, I'm not going to say no to free stuff, but what are you actually selling? That's something I'm curious about.
Coin purse weighing you down.
Wow, okay. Yeah, weapon-wise, nothing new. Platinum belt, it's not any better. I've got a +2 platinum belt, so there's no point. Yeah, I don't think it's literally going to be anything new. However, there are 2 of these. I'm not going to buy them yet because I'm going to try and save up a fair amount of gil first. I could actually get to selling a couple things, but I'll get around to that at some point.
I'm not much bothered either way.
I love her voice lines. Anyway.
You busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
For the love of God, don't resurrect the airship.
Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Yeah, sure. Let me see what Blackthorn can do, because I'm pretty sure I can craft something now. Grindstone is the new weapon I can make. 11 bolt and earth shard. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be an evolving ultimate weapon by the looks of it. So, the only reason I say that is 11 bolt was made because you had to get flame tongue and put the lightning shard in it, which you got from... It wasn't Rama, it was the enemy you faced when Rama died. Stormcry, you pretty much got... No, Flame Tongue you got from when you go to do Shiva's thing. And then Stormcry you got when you beat Garuda. So it's literally just been evolving up since then. So I will craft Grindstone and I will use it because it's very powerful. But it looks like that's going to go into the ultimate weapon at the end. No idea what it's going to be, but we'll find out. Scarletite. I'm actually going to be using it for the Drake Slayer's belt. And I have the Electrum. I don't have another Scarletite for the next one, though. The gelatinous mass is the item we're going to get for the hunt later on. But, yeah, this making the Drake Slayer belt is actually a lot more beneficial.
Right.
So I need another Scarletite, wherever I can get that from, because I genuinely don't remember, if I'm being honest. I might get it from the hunt itself, actually, but we'll find out. Can I reinforce that purple item I just got? No, I cannot. You cannot reinforce purple items full stop. It only appears to be greens. That's a shame. Right, the new weapon. Yeah, it looks more like it looks more like a rock now than a sword. It is what it is. We'll go to see the story die first, because I just want to make sure that there's nothing in the lore about what Torgal is, because I'm very curious. I need to know. Yeah, you better be, because I want to know what the hell Torgal is.
To see you, Clive. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Yeah, so update your tones. I won't get to level 5, though.
If
Not
you
yet.
have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Yeah, what the hell's going on with Torgal? There we go. Clive. The picture's updated now as well. So, yeah. I remember Torgal as a puppy. Is there anything like... It was found in a shivering snowfield in the Northern Territories. Yeah, then Torgal basically is just... Is it... I don't know what the... Something akin to an icon. See, this is what I'm saying. It reminds me of Beowulf, but I can't put my finger on it just yet. But
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
I suppose we'll find out in the story later on if it is the case. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go do this hunt now, because it's going to bother me to everling hell if I don't. I imagine I might end up backtracking here, like, for the main quest, but if I get this out of the way now, then it's done. I'm going to say, the only reason I'm going to get off is because I've probably found the thing. Flan prints. 12,000 gil for this, though, so not bad at all. I'll go to the boss cam, because it may as well be a boss. Level 38, Jesus Christ. Not joking, and he knows Tornado. So that's wind and fire. And ice. Do you know any other abilities that I should be aware of? Oh, and he knows an earth attack. No. Even that attack did a load of damage. Dual cast. Why? Why must that be a thing in this game? Mistime the dodge. I think I got very lucky in dodging that. I'll dual cast this Wind and Earth. Yep. Just... This guy is going to be a nightmare. Yeah, that's using Titans put my damage up quite a bit. First time he's used Thundaga. Die, please. Thank you. Yeah, using Titan is I can get used to that. It's nearly 6,000 experience. Jesus Christ. That was 2 levels. Okay. I ain't gonna complain about that. I definitely was under level for that fight, but yeah, Titan was clutch because you can get used to it. You can use Titan's attack in a combo, so it's quite nice in that, like in that kind of strategy. I probably wouldn't use it for AoE, but it's definitely good boss damage. I can say that much. But yeah, quite a bit of a jump. Gelatinous Mask, that's all we did for. We didn't get any Scarletite though, so I can't craft the other item yet. I'll try and find out where to get Scarletite from.
Whatever it was.
It was the Flan Prince. You give it some respect, alright? I actually ended up using well, you probably saw the replay, but yeah, 3 high potions and an elixir, because fighting things underleveled in this game is just cruel. But either way, I need to buy another elixir back when I get I'm going back to the hideaway anyway, so I will buy another elixir when I get back. You, sir. Give me a list.
How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Onward to Martha's Rest then. Looks like I was wrong. Because the last thing I wanted to do was end up backtracking to another area, but it doesn't appear to be the case. So yeah, there's actually no side quests on at the moment either, which is a bit odd, because I'd normally expect side quests to be here. We've just had the one hunt and that's it. So maybe I'm up to date with all the side stuff. Maybe. Because I'm pretty sure I wasn't supposed to fight the gelatinous mash yet, or even the Flan Prince, whatever you want to call it. Because it was 8 levels above me. Anyway.
Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look from there then.
Onward to Cressida then, whatever that is. But before I do that, I'm going to just shop very quickly.
Much obliged. Thanks very much.
Refilled potions, 50,000 gil. Not a bad amount. I just wish I was able to keep that. I just kind of wish I was able to keep that 10,000 that I just spent, but... Oh well. The price I pay for being underleveled and fighting enemies that I should not be fighting. You okay, sir? You seem like you require help.
If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Well then, let's kick the ass of some beasties. I was wondering what's going to be behind this area. I wonder if it will be like a clear area, like when it's fully done.
This shouldn't take long.
No, it shouldn't, because now I'm fighting fighting enemies that are under-leveled. Or I'm over-leveled for, probably the better way to put it. Yeet. It does so much damage. Just stomped on a bird's head. What's wrong with you? Oh, they're the plants. Got him. Yeet. That's like a second ignition in a weird way. Next pigeon. Okay, that's not quite a pigeon, but... It does so much damage, that punch. I'm definitely keeping the square attack. I might swap out the... yeah, actually, no. I'm definitely swapping out the triangle attack for its ultimate ability when I get to it. Dragon Talon, still no Scholar type. I need to figure out where to get that from.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. As soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
And whilst I'm here, I'm going to quickly explore that village.
Little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. I'm literally just going to look around the village. If I can, it looks like I can. Cool. There's bound to be a hunt enemy like appearing Cressida at some point. It's daft to think there wouldn't be. Because that circle area is perfect for us. I'm actually going to go look over there and see if there's any there. But I'll check the houses first, because you never know. There's random chests apparently lying around. Chunks of Warite. I literally just need one Scarlet Eye. I have no idea where to get it from though. I'll have to look it up. If it gets to the point where it's annoying me. So I've got everything else, it's just... yeah. Steel Silk. I think it's only the two houses. Yeah, I keep forgetting you can block with Titan. Yeah, just the two houses. I wish he'd recover quicker when I did that, so that I actually use it as movement, but it doesn't, unfortunately. Is there anything here right now? This is 100% going to be a hunt area. Doesn't appear to be anything here now, though. So what, is it going to be like a dragon or something that comes here? Because big open areas like this normally just shout there's going to be a boss fight here. So, it's obviously not here now, so I'll go back to the hideaway, I suppose. Right, Mid. I've got all your stuff. What do you need?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clyde.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Well, another part of the main story done. And I got 35 fame from it, so not exactly anything. Breath of Earth Wind Up. Ironically, whilst I am using Wind Up, I'm not going to use that accessory.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how
and now the side quest. I can't win. I just can't bloody win. Luckily enough, there is no hunts, so that is something at least. Let me just double check there's no other side quests hanging around in the world. It's just two. Okay. We'll see what these two side quests do. If they're not long, then great. If they are long, then this it's going to be fun. But, okay, it's actually in there for a bit. I've got to see this cutscene then already.
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Then again, I really want to know what's going on with Torgor, so what's your side quest and then I'll run away.
The man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but there as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
So, the place I killed the slime, got it. Why did I have a feeling I'd end up going back there at some point anyway? But I could be wrong, actually. We'll wait and see. I'll go over to the... It looks like... I want to say blacksmith, but it's not. It's close to the blacksmith. See what you have to do.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of Cursebreakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Yes, we're trying to find some flowers that numb pain and a lost party. Before we do that, though, what the hell is Torgal? That is like the biggest question I want to figure out the answer to. Gav, tell me what Torgal is.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and... seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
Brilliant.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled,
Okay.
I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Yeah, we're not finding that out in this part. But we now know that Torgal was actually Fenrir, which I don't think Fenrir has been mentioned in a Final Fantasy game before. I think this might be the first appearance, so could be wrong. Because I always thought it was Beowulf, but it could literally just been Fenrir and I got the names wrong. But I'll have to check back on that. But yeah. So we have a Frostwolf as part of the party. Did any more hunts appear? No, they didn't. So, next thing for me to do, I'm not going to do the main quest, I'm going to do the side missions. So that's where we're going to next. We're going to this place first. Right, flowers. Don't jump, gather them.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
I mean, the game says it's ammonia, so I'm inclined to believe it is.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Right, you could gather way more. I don't know why you don't, but sure, you do you. Alright, where are they? Ah. I thought these were going to be bandits. But at least they're fine.
I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slavers' carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Okay. Yes, just go down the path. You can see it from here. Okay. Either way, looks like there's a big one. There's probably 4 or 5 little ones.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Right. Muda, 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 muda. I want to do a lot of that ability so bad. I have a perfect counter for all these attacks now. It's so... Okay, maybe it doesn't stop it. I thought it was. But it's a good way to kick out more damage when they're just being nightmares. Just absolutely slapping the shit out of this guy. Oh dear. Yep, Titan's fist attack is definitely really cool. Way better than Garuda's wind claw things, because that's just attack way too slow. This is just rapid.
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
And easy as that, everything's done. So now it's pretty much just a case of getting back to the hideaway, handing everything, and back to the main story. That seems to be the recurring cycle with this. It's always going to be do a bunch of the main story, then do some side quests and some hunts, and then go back to the main story. It's just to try and stay leveled, because like I tried saying with the hunt, like I could have left that for later in the game because it was quite a bit higher level, but I want to get everything done as it appears, if I'm being honest.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them, woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Side quest number 1. I'll happily take the points. 305. I should have done put about 320 at the end of this. I don't think it's enough to get me into the next rank for the reputation stuff, but I should get a reward out of this. In fact, the reward's already there, but before I do that, I'm going to go hand in this other side quest, because otherwise I'm just wasting time at that point. Right, you. I've collected flowers for you. Probably could have got more, but not the point.
You didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Quest 2 done. 320 reputation. Very nice. Right then, let's go see that reward, and then we can call it there, because I feel like the next bit's going to progress the main story, because we're going to be chasing after Cupcake, probably the dominant of Odin, so...
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting part.
Are a generous lot.
So, Yeah, 295. I am 30 off, so that's 2 side quests off the expansion. No idea what it's going to unlock, but hopefully something good.
I have more for ya.
Maybe later. But anyway, that is going to be the end of this part, because I feel like it's gone on long enough, and the only thing left to do is the main story. So, good time to leave it off, really. But if you are enjoying this series, remember to leave a like and a comment down below, and I shall see you all in the next one.